Hey Internet, my name is Abby and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program on Wings. Today I like to develop the rover for my upcoming Duna Expedition, and well, this is the first iteration of my new rover. It's currently standing around on the launch pad, and as you can see, I like to use these shiny new MK2 parts because I think they are just great for a rover. And so yeah, this is now the first test to develop a rover with these new parts. It has 4 wheels, it has just the MK2 inline cockpit, it has an energy source. And okay, now I think we can go for a first test drive. And well, the Kerbonauts who are doing this today are Newfrod and Lambro. And well, they are now rolling down the ramp. Very good, very good. But I have the slight feeling that this rover, yeah, as you can see, it's pretty agile and it's likes to, oh careful, a ramp, and it likes to two-wheel things, and it's easy to flip. Oh, we have sunrise, that's cool, and it's easy to flip. So I think it's not that good for a Duna Expedition, because down there we have less gravity, and even down here on Kerbal it's hard to control the thing. And I think when we are driving for longer distances across the surface of Duna, then the thing is a little bit too... oh dear, I'm all the time trying to two-wheel things. This is not good. Yeah, I think this is not as good. And well, then I also like to add a few parts in front and the back of the rover in order to have more capacity. And so I think, yeah, maybe it will be a little bit more easy to control. Oh dear, I'm always starting to two-wheel. Oh dear, whoa. Okay, yeah, I think I should go back to the drawing board and break. Okay, I should go back to the drawing board. This thing is pretty agile, it's pretty funny to drive around, but it's not good for expedition. And yeah, so oh dear, I will go back to the drawing board and bring you back in once I have constructed the next version of my rover. Heyo! Here is my next version. It has now some more wheels. I hope this will increase a little bit the stability. It has 2 cargo bays where I can later store some experiments or some other tools. It has still only 1 battery, but I can increase this later on. And here, this is now my new rover, and I think it's time for a test drive. So easy. First I need to turn around. Very good. And I think, well, it's driving a little bit better. I think it's driving a little bit better. That's cool. It's cool. And I think it's not so easy to flip. It's not... okay, careful as we are driving down the ramp. It's not so easy to flip around. It's a little bit more stiff. It's a little bit more stable. That's cool. So it doesn't start to two-wheel my turns right away. This is good. And well, we have a current velocity. Oh, we can even drive 22 meters per second. That's not bad. Okay, let's head towards the sunrise. That's cool. That's a nice view. And yeah, I also like this view out of the cockpit. I think this is also a great thing, because why I like these MK2 cockpits as basically the cockpit for my rover, because yeah, you can really see in the distance and you can control the rover from the inside. But I have still the feeling that it's a little bit... yeah, it likes to start to flip to the side. So maybe I have to try to find a better suspension so that the thing is not so easy to flip around, because I have the... oh dear, flying rover. Hey, this was funny. Wait, can I... I think there is one interesting thing. I think I should do some rover jumping, but ooh, careful. At first, I need to fix a wheel. That's why Lambro is part of the crew, because Lambro is an engineer. I hope he can reach the broken wheel from up here. Can you? Yeah, repair wheel. Very good. Ooh, you don't fall off. Don't fall off, Lambro. Okay. Grab. Board. Okay, very good. So, release the brakes, and here we go. What kind of stunts can we do with this rover? At first, I like to drive downhill. Very good. Okay, and woohoo! Not so good, not so good, and woohoo! Okay, the wheels are always braking. That's not good. And ooh dear, whoa. Okay. So much about the rover test. I think I should work a little bit on the design, and as usual, I will bring you back in when the new rover is ready, so stay tuned. And here it is. Here is the new rover design. I have changed the suspension. Now it's a little bit wider, but I hope this will help us to have more control over the rover. And then I've also added the Mk2 drone core, because I think about deploying this rover without a crew on board, and I will then use the probe core in order to drive the rover around to bring it to the landing zone of my carbonauts. And by doing so, yeah, I will make sure that hopefully everyone will survive. And yeah, that because I'm a little bit concerned about the landing of this rover. But right now, it's more about coming up with the right design. And yeah, look at this. I think I can drive, I can do turns, and it has not the tendency to flip around. I hope this will work as well on the surface of Duna, because, well, there is the gravity a little bit not as strong as down here on Kerbal. But yeah, this is definitely cool. And okay, what can we do now with the rover? Apart from the changes to the suspension, I haven't done anything. And well, the thing looks really cool. It's a strange design, and yeah, so it's working really well, and I like this design. So I think I can start now to improve a few things, but then I found also another interesting feature of Kerbal Space Center, because down there is a small pool, and you can do strange things as these. Woohoo! Rover jumping, boing. That's cool. Okay, you can do some rover stunts. That's amazing. That's cool. Okay, come on, and ooh. Okay, and you can get your rover stuck apparently. Okay, well done. I lost control over my rover. I just wanted to try to park it down here in the parking lots. I think it will occupy at least the space for 3 normal cars or so. That's a little bit strange, but yeah. Okay, apparently this thing has a few issues right now. Okay, we are stuck here, and I think it's a good point to go back to the drawing board and to improve the rover design. So, as usual, stay tuned! Heyo! I'm back with the next rover design, and we are now roving across the rear of the Kerbal Space Center. Pretty cool. And well, let's have a look at the rover itself. I have added 2 parts in front and at the back of the rover, and now it has a little bit the shape of a banana or something like this. And well, I like the new shape of the rover. I think this is really a cool design for an exploration rover, and yeah, it's looking amazing. I like this a lot. And now let me come to a stop. Oh, careful. I have added a few parts to the inside of the cargo base. I have added down here some more batteries and a placeholder, and over here I've added some experiments. And yeah, this is then more or less the final design of the interior of the rover. I can carry around some experiments. Unfortunately, I don't have really an opportunity to reset these experiments. Maybe I have to come up with some kind of thingy. How is this thing called? A mobile processing lab or something like this, so that I can dock this rover to this mobile processing lab somehow on the surface of Duna, and then reset the experiments or refurbish my experiments so that I can reuse it. This would be pretty cool. And yeah, so this is looking pretty good. I like the new rover, I like this design, and I hope it will work just as well on the surface of Duna, because as you can see here, I can drive pretty fast and do fast turns without being in danger of flipping the rover. That's really good. And well, of course, on Duna it's a little bit different thing, because there the gravity is a little bit lower, but apart from this is really great, and I like this a lot. And yeah, now I think the next task is to add some solar arrays and some communication tools to this rover to really finish the design of it. And so I think I will go back to the drawing board and improve a little bit the rover, and then I will bring you back in to demonstrate you my new design. So yeah, break. Whoa. Okay, very good. And yeah, back to the drawing board. Okay, I'm back, and this is more or less the final design of my rover. I have added some solar arrays to it. Well, we are still losing some electric charge, so maybe I need to add a few more of deployable solar arrays or solar panels to this rover, so that I can deploy them to recharge the rover maybe in the morning after I drove through the night or so. And well, speaking about driving through the night, as you can see, I've added some lights. I have added 2 lights in front of the rover to see where I'm going to, and some red lights to the back. That's cool. And yeah, so the design is very nice. And what else have I done? I need to come to a stop. Oh, careful. And then, as I said, I have added some docking ports, open shield, because I need to have a way to bring the thing over to Duna, and so I hope I can dock this to the driving stage or so in order to fly it over to Duna. I hope this will work, and maybe I can then use even these docking ports to connect the rover to such a mobile processing lab. This would be cool. And then I have also worked a little bit on the cargo. As you can see, I've added down here the instruments, the other instruments, and over here are still the same instruments. I have added the antenna so that we are able to communicate with Kerbal Space Center or with our spaceship in Duna orbit. I have even added a ladder, and Lambro can demonstrate the functionality of the ladder right now. He can move over there and grab, so we can even get down to the surface and take a surface sample, plant a flag, repair wheels, or do whatever we need to do on the surface of Duna. And yeah, then we can even get back to into the rover, and that's also pretty cool. And it's nice to see the dimension of the rover compared to the size of a Kerbonaut. That's also very interesting. And yeah, so this is now more or less the final design of the rover. There are a few things still missing. On the one hand, I think about adding these deployable or extendable solar arrays and solar panels so that I can recharge my batteries while I am maybe performing some experiments or while I am waiting for something. This would be really good. And direct sunlight, no, I want to retract the antenna. Very good. And Then the thing is also missing parachutes, because I need to come up with a way to land the thing on the surface of Duna, and I think the best way is a parachute assisted landing. And wait, this point of view is a little bit better. And yeah, so I need to add some parachutes. I think I will add them to the girders and hope that they are powerful enough. At some point I need to perform a test launch of the rover. I will just mount it on top of maybe my standard space launch system and launch it maybe up to 10 kilometers or so altitude. And yeah, on the one hand to see, well, what was this? To see if the rocket is then controllable, or if maybe the mass is a little bit off-centered, and I have to come up with an idea how I can launch and fly this rover. And on the other hand, to test the landing capabilities, I have to... Whoa, these are pretty steep turns, very good. I'm now exploring a little bit the buildings of my Kerbal Space Center. That's cool. And yeah, I have to come up with a way to test the landing. And well, after launching it maybe to 10 kilometer altitude, I can deploy some parachutes and can see how the thing behaves with parachutes being deployed, and I can see if this thing is then working or if there are some issues. But yeah, I think this is now more or less the final design, and I just need to find a way to bring it over to Duna and to land it down there. And here in this case, I think that's amazing. That's pretty cool. And yeah, can I do something else? Well, I could drive once again through this pool next to the administration building, but no, I don't want to destroy my rover. I just want to drive a little bit around. It's good to control. It can drive at about 22 meters per second. That's good. It's pretty stable. And here, so I think the rover development is more or less finished. I just need to find a way to launch it. Maybe I will... Careful, careful. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, flying rover. Okay, very good, very good. Okay, it survived the flight. Oh, the size or the width of the rover is just perfect for this ramp. That's cool, that's cool, that's amazing. What happens if I drive up there with full speed? Will then my rover jump? And I think I will fall off on the other side of my launch pad and... Woohoo! Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Okay, I lost the front docking port, so maybe I shouldn't do such a thing on Duna. But yeah, this is cool, this is cool. And I think that's all for the rover test. I now need to add the thing to a rocket. And yeah, in this case, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, my name is Abby. See you.